Hi guys, it's me, Arlene J. Ramsey, CEO and founder of Everyone Let's Talk, also your favorite self-wealth mentor. In today's talk, I would like to discuss this one word that our nation has been discussing for the past couple of days. That word is hatred. The reason why this is important is you all know the massacre that happened in Orlando, Florida this weekend. Not going to get into details. The nation knows, right? But I want to talk about the word hate. As a nation, we tend to wait until things get way out of hand, way out of control before we decide to step in and say that this is too much and it's been going on too long. And that's usually because it ends in catastrophes. By this time, it's too late. All right. We have to learn how to be proactive as a people. And we have to learn how to practice preventative measures. So I say that to say, when we see small acts of unkindness, small acts of unfriendly behavior, that should put us on red flags. Now, I'm not saying to become paranoid as a nation. By any means, I'm not saying that. However, when people are unkind, that should give off a red flag. Why are they unkind? Here's one rule before I go on in that direction. Here's one thing we all know. If we continue at anything with no stops or intervention, anything, we all know that the end result of whatever that direction that we're continuing on is only going to magnify. So it's physics, right? What I mean by that is, let me give you an example. If I ate unhealthy every day, no fruits, no vegetables, junk food every day, what will my result be after a couple of years, right? Not only will I gain tons of weight, I will have poor health, right? High blood pressure, diabetes, you name it. Bad kidneys, you name it. Whatever is under the poor health umbrella, I may have. The same thing with people and their behavior or our behavior. Anytime we tend to lean on anything, we lose grounds to balance. It's a rule. It's rule, and that's also physics, right? So we have to understand that. And with keeping that in mind, that should help maneuver how we intervene in life and how we intervene and help other people live better qualities of life, right? Okay. Of course, we know that there's some people that get a high off of being unkind. And then there are other people who like to see other people under pressure. But those of us who are bystanders who don't like it, when are we as a people, by the majority, going to learn to stand up and put a stop to this behavior? When? We have to realize that there are polar opposites and in-betweens to everything in this world, right? That's universal law, right? The laws of cause and effect, the laws of karma, right? For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, right? And we all know, I'm not sure if we all know, so let me not say we all know, but we do know that there are the majority of people the majority of the people in this world is reactive opposed to proactive, right? What makes us reactive is that we're not tapped in. We're not in tune with the higher source, with the creator. A lot of people say they love God because they love God's mercy on them. That's it. But to truly love God is to live a life reflective of the same type of love that God and mercy that God has given you, projected onto someone else. That's true, pure love of God. the Almighty or the Creator or Allah, because of course I'm not divisive. So this is for all of us, Buddhist, Christian, Muslims. This message is for everyone across the board. Trust me, I'm leaving no one out. I'm not divisive, okay? So please don't charge me for the verbiage that I'm using as far as what I'm calling the higher source. It's the words I'm using is just the words that I know that's off the top of my head that I'm mentioning at the moment, but I'm leaving no one out, okay? I love you all. However, we need to do better as a nation, okay? We need to learn to step in when we see small acts of unkind behavior or unfriendly behavior, all right? And again, this is not making anyone paranoid, but it's putting us on our guard. All right, we all have a responsibility to make sure that not only we are okay, but others are okay. Because again, we cannot control anyone else's actions, right? We can only control our own, right? Now, this brings me to the other thing. A lot of us speak hatred and we don't realize how it affects the people that are listening and people that are around us. Now, you may just speak in a hateful manner, and in your mind you know that you won't do anything about the thing that represents what you hate. However, you don't know what someone else may do. You cannot control how someone else thinks, and you cannot control what someone else may do. And this is what life has been showing us over and over and over again as new generations come up. The generations, the future, are actually taking matters into their own hands and creating violence of this magnitude. But the violence that they're creating and acting and projecting is based off of the hatred that they have been taught. And in their minds, the adults are just weak. They're doing a lot of talking, but they're not doing anything to stop or combat the things that they so-called say they hate, or they lip profess to say that they hate. However, I'm going to take matters into my own hands and I'm going to do something about it. You see how that works? You have to be very careful about your energy and what comes out of your mouth. Very, very careful. Because you don't know what someone else is thinking. You don't know what your child, your nephew, your niece, your little cousin, you have the slightest idea of what they're thinking. Okay? This brings me to a close on this matter, because I'm not going to go in for long. This is a drawn out discussion. It's a drawn out discussion, and I think we already, as a people, we know what needs to be done. It's just that we're not doing it, right? All right. And the other thing is what we're seeing in this world is lessons for us to change our ways. That's why this type of lesson is going to continue to perpetuate itself. We have to change our ways. If we don't change and go back to the basics, we're in for big trouble. In for big trouble. Okay? And I, for one, know I don't live my life looking behind my back, because I know, for one, that I am love and I treat people, I'm strict and I'm a no-nonsense person, and I stand for what's right. You know, I am righteous, not self-righteous. All of those things, if you will. But bottom line is the word balance that I continue to speak upon, that we must embrace as a nation. I practice balance, and I practice love, kindness, feeling, consideration, self-wealth. We have to shift the paradigm. We have to. I'm begging you guys. I'm begging you guys. I'm here in Newark, New Jersey. With the type of violence that we've been witnessing, it won't be before long that we here in Jersey may not witness something like this. Okay? We're not off limits. We're not off limits. And we have to understand that this world is a melting pot. And when we continue to do things to people, they're whether it's overseas or whether it's in little hangouts or clusters, you think people are not talking, and you think that they don't have people that represent them in other areas in this world, you're sadly mistaken. And those people that represent them, you don't know what they're thinking or concocting. We have to do better. Have to do better. All right? Self-awareness, self-enlightenment, self-empowerment, paradigm shift, self-wealth, self-mastery. All right? We need to get to a point where we become proactive opposed to reactive as a nation. Okay? You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.